Welcome to VLADA'S Seeds of Life. My name is Vladic, and this is my take on cooking, kids, community, and family. This show is all about us and about bringing families back to dining table for a quality family time and a healthy homemade meal. Come and join me on my travels in pursuit of exceptional places, people, and most delicious food. This show is also about you and about healthy and happy families and strong communities. Watch out, junk food, because here we come. So it's time to get your aprons on and let's get cooking. Hi everyone, I am very excited about today's episode because I'm taking you back to my homeland. I'm taking you back to Serbia. From lush fields of my family ranch to broad banks of Danube River, everywhere you go, you will be greeted by beauty and by amazing food. I like to refer to Danube as a handsome old gentleman. Its rich blue waters have been influencing people, culture, and food in so many different ways. Fresh catched fish is a big item around here, and to my amazement, some of the favorite dishes they make with this fish is a fish soup. If you're like me, I'm sure you would rather go with something like this. Speaking of food, I'm taking you to a really special place, to an old fortress where we will meet a very young chef who will teach us how to prepare this unique dish. But before we get to cooking part, I want to tell you a little bit about the rich history of this beautiful city of Novi Sad. Novi Sad is the second largest city in Serbia, and for me, it's one of the most beautiful ones. The city originally began as a Stone Age settlement in present day known as the Petrovaradin. It was Celts who founded first fortress at this location. During Roman rule, a larger fortress was built in the 1st century AD. The city and its beautiful fortress were devastated by Huns in the 5th century to later be rebuilt by Byzantine. The actual public records of the city go as far as 1237. During its rich history, the city changed many hands and many names, until its most recent christening in 1748. This culture and history-rich city is today a capital of a province called Vojvodina. I am fascinated with world's history and different cultures. Therefore, I feel great privilege being able to share a little bit of culture and history from my homeland. For being such a small country, Serbia grows great spirit and great character in its people. Some of those people's lives, stories, and character are as big as trees that grow around them. Their welcoming hearts will make you feel right at home. During our travels, I was thinking how this tame land has grown most tender-hearted man. A kind of man like this one who love their horses more than they love their own lives. Okay, so let's get back to food and cooking. Vojvodina is definitely a right place to visit if you are searching for the homegrown and homemade foods. In addition, people know how to celebrate a good bite around here, so good music is definitely a must. And let's get back to the old fortress I was earlier telling you about. It's so easy to get distracted by the history of this place, so I have to keep reminding myself we came here to cook. Making food is definitely an art, so it's hard not to pick up the texture, color, fragrance, and the feel of the surrounding in anticipation of our dish. And while the chef is setting up the kitchen and our surprise recipe, I'm running away to take a quick peek of the tunnels under the fortress.
People were a lot shorter at that time. The average was like meter, 5 meter 6, and the tunnels were a lot shorter. In order to accommodate today's tourists, they had to dig the tunnels deeper so that people can walk through these comfortably and safely. It's interesting.
Oh
my, look at this!
And then it was time to get back to cooking. I find it very interesting that executive chef and the head manager of this prestigious restaurant were both in their 20s. Apparently, Serbia puts a lot of trust and responsibility in its youth's hands.
My travels are only getting better, and not just because of the nature and people, but also because of food. Today, I have a privilege to be in a very special place among very special young chefs who will share with us some of the traditional recipes that are made around here. You won't believe, but we'll be cooking tongue for you today. And I know many of you have never tried such a thing, and probably will never do it anyway, but at least we can show you how this is made. With me, I have a chef, Sreten. Sreten, what's your last name?
Dragosavljević, my last name.
Sreten Dragosavljević,
Yes.
and he's here in a kitchen in a Petrovaradin with a team of young sous chefs, which we will be glad to share with you in a little bit. So, Chef Sreten wants to start with a couple of simple side dishes. He has a tongue here, and he's telling me that there is a sauce on the side that it's very easy to make, yet it adds a lot of flavor to this dish. So we want to start by showing him how to make this sauce.
Yeah, of course.
How should we call this sauce, Chef?
Chimichurri. It's
Chimichurri.
chimichurri.
Chimichurri, we know about that. Okay,
Nice
we know a
name.
lot about this side spice or side, it's actually relish, what they would call it in the United States. So it tastes very delicate and complicated.
Yeah, it's,
and yet you said it's just a few ingredients.
Yeah.
So what do you got
Spicy,
here?
parsley.
Parsley, okay.
Yeah,
Parsley.
yeah. Olive oil. We put some olive oil in it.
Okay.
Salt.
Salt, okay. Fresh pepper,
Fresh pepper.
okay.
A little bit of lime juice.
A lime juice, not lemon,
Yeah.
lime juice.
Lime,
Lime
not
juice,
lemon.
okay.
And onion.
Just a handful of onion, okay.
Yeah. And that's it.
I guess I would like to see the approximate amount of parsley. It looks like here it's about 2 cups of parsley, and parsley leaves, a handful of red onion, just a touch of salt and pepper,
Yeah,
just a little sprinkle of olive oil and some sea salt.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
Okay. What else?
And jalapeno.
Let's not
paprika.
forget the jalapeno pepper.
That gives
A little personality,
Yeah,
right?
of
Okay,
course.
all right. And what's next step?
And we just
Need a
blend.
handsome portion of olive oil. So I think he has at least 1/3 cup of olive oil in this recipe. Maybe
Yeah.
1/4. Okay, next step is
We blend it.
okay.
And that's it, the chimichurri.
Chimichurri Serbian style. And talk about healthy food. Everything that you put in here is exceptionally healthy, parsley in particular. I mean, I grew up, my grandmother was telling me, parsley is good to cleanse you. It's detoxifying herb. It will do you good. You have a ton of parsley in here. Olive oil, a little bit of lime juice, salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper and paprika, jalapeno.
I mean, this is like a medicine. If you're gonna eat food like this, you're
Yeah.
gonna heal your body. Let's try it. Let's
We
see what
need
it
to
tastes
try
like.
it.
Let's try it, okay?
May I? Maybe salt a little bit, maybe.
Oh, it's perfect. So this is a good You can just add this to anything, to fish,
Yeah, of
all
course,
kinds of
of
meat.
course.
Oh my goodness, this is good to have just like this and put it in the fridge and leave it in a little jar. And you can just cook
Yeah,
this.
on the bread or whatever.
Okay. But we will be serving
From the
this
meat.
with our main dish today, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
put this aside. And what's next, chef?
Risotto.
Risotto.
Da,
Okay.
with some vegetables and black rice.
All right, show me how you do it. You're starting with the olive oil, right?
Yeah.
In a nice hot pan.
Hot pan and
Okay.
olive oil.
Olive oil,
And
okay.
then we added some vegetables. Paprika.
Okay, those who don't cook professionally, tell them what happens if you put peppers and onions in oil that's not hot enough.
Povrće se omekša, bude
Okay.
jako bljutovo.
Right.
Moramo da ga upržimo.
Okay.
Sad.
He said if you start with the cold or cool olive oil, the vegetable will just release the fluids and it's going to be too mushy. So it's very important that you start with a hot pan and hot olive oil.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is,
Can I
we're ready, yeah?
paprika?
Okay, a red pepper, bell pepper. Okay. And the zucchini.
Yeah.
You
Ca-
know, this and carrots,
Carrot,
right?
carrot.
So we have about maybe 2 tablespoons
Of
each.
olive. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Pepper,
Onion.
pepper, zucchini,
Carrot and
red
onion.
Red onion. All right.
Added a little bit of salt.
A little bit of salt. Okay.
Ostavimo da se povrće malo zapeče.
Okay. Just like
bude
maybe
crispy.
like a minute.
Minute,
Minute,
a little
okay.
bit longer.
bit
Next
long-
bude 2 minutes.
Okay. Very good. All right. A minute into cooking, we're ready for black rice. This is
Yeah.
pre-cooked black rice, right?
Yeah,
All right.
But al dente, not all through.
Not all. Okay. So it's al dente cooked rice. Very good.
Da bi ga završili u ovde.
Okay.
U,
Because it's going to continue to cook in a pan.
In a
Are you
pan,
adding
yeah.
any broth to this? The broth is like.
yeah, the water
okay,
from
okay.
the cooker.
Oh, okay.
Eventually.
Oh, it's so colorful. The dish is beautiful. It's not just about the food, you know. You're going to be an artist when you do things like this.
We
Okay.
added a little bit of water.
Okay. Do you think that it might be better to add a little bit more of chicken stock?
Yeah,
Chicken
of
stock
course,
would be better.
But we don't use that in.
It's very early in the morning, by the way.
Early in the morning, and we
Early in the
don't
morning, right.
have.
Okay.
Ostavimo malo da ukuva.
All right.
Nalijemo
So I
malo
saw you
vode.
put some salt in there, right? No
Yeah,
pepper
yeah.
yet.
No pepper,
No pepper,
just
okay.
salt. Yeah. Ćete promešati malo.
Oh, to the promise.
Izvolite.
He's passing his spatula to me. I feel really special. Your hands are secure and confident, which mine are not. You know, arthritis and all that good stuff. So
I work here all the day.
all day long.
Yeah. It's
So-
all day rush and something.
Yeah, but you're. I'm just pointing out that for such a stuff you need to have a secure and good hand and precision. Okay, preciseness, right? So how long?
Precision.
Yes. How long should we cook this?
Not long, 3 to 4 minutes.
3 to 4 minutes, and
Yeah.
we're gonna let this sit on the stove.
Da.
Our next ingredient is Parmesan cheese, which we are not adding until we take it off the stove and let it rest. While we're waiting for this to finish, I want to say a couple of things about our main dish, which is this is a cow tongue, right?
Yeah, cow tongue, cow
Okay.
tongue.
And obviously this has been prepared. So you have put it in a brine, you have cooked it. What are some of the spices that you used to flavor this tongue? And how long do you need to cook it?
12 hours in sous vide se kuva juneći jezik.
12 hours. In order to tenderize and to make it soft, it needs to cook for 12 hours. What are some of the spices that you put in here?
Rosemary,
Rosemary, okay.
olive oil, pepper, šareni biber.
Oh, it's a mixed pepper, black
da,
and white?
Da, black
okay.
and white and red.
red.
Lašac and
Garlic? Garlic?
Garlic, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I try a piece before you
Yeah,
cook it?
of course, but it's not. Osjećate kao da je kuvano.
Okay, well, let's try.
We need to.
It's okay. You have a
Okay,
little
okay.
olive oil on it and salt.
Yeah.
Oh, I will eat this just like this. This is very good.
Mislim, može i tako.
Very good.
Dobro.
Okay, we're ready to put the Parmesan cheese on. Sretene, my camera woman is saying, I love it. So obviously, that you didn't just make a good dish. You made the observers drool.
That's awesome.
Good cooking, yes. So we have folded cheese inside. Can I try to?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Simple dishes are usually the best. So let's see if that's true in this case. You're good. Really good.
Thank you.
Is it a cheese? What is it? It's so good.
Cheese, and rice.
I make stuff like this. It doesn't taste the same. So you don't have anything else going on in here?
No.
Did you capture something that I didn't capture in this dish? Because this doesn't taste like a plain rice and vegetables.
That's my little secret.
That's your secret. Okay, we got one of your secrets. Okay, let's see if we can get more. Satan is telling me that we are also going to use this special sauce, which is a thick broth. I mean, it's so thick, it looks like a syrup. And it's made out of vegetables and bones. So it's a thick bone broth. And I don't think you really can have anything better than a very super concentrated bone broth with good vegetables. Before we start cooking tongue, I'm just learning from Chef Damir that they are, look at this. Okay, tortilla is invading Serbia and they're specializing now in a Mexican food. I mean, who would know? That's a good thing about food. It kind of crosses the borders. Yeah. There are no borders to good taste, as there shouldn't be borders to good people, right? No. Things just come together. I love it. All right. It smells like home, like back home. That's interesting. All right, so before we get to tongue, I want to introduce the rest of the crew. Liliana, come over here. Goranes, please. It is amazing. An average age of this team here is about 20 years old. Top chef, 22 years old. Damir, 20 years old. Goran, 19. Oh, Liliana, okay, we're not going to talk about our age. She looks like she's 28, okay?
Thank you.
So it is amazing what these people are able to put out of this kitchen. Last night we had a wonderful meal. I ate a duck. It was just so. And everybody else who had a meal last night was saying like, wow, this is really good. So my compliments to your skills, especially at this age. This is amazing. So nobody can tell me you have to be in your 40s to be top-notch chef. You guys are killing it. Okay, so we have a super hot grill, right?
Grill, yeah, okay. Lava grill with some stones. And we put yazik.
Okay.
Tongue.
So all this is doing right now is just adding that fiery flavor to it, right?
The meat is already cooked. We just mark it on the grill to get that smoke
flavor,
taste.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You can't go wrong with meat and fire. It always goes good together, right? Okay. So when we're all done with this, do I get to try this meal?
Yeah, of course.
You just have to trust my judgment, and I'll tell you if it's good or not.
Meat side, yeah. To get this marks.
Looking good. And again, the key is the temperature.
Yeah,
and I guess
high temperature.
High temperature. Certainly, I think there's enough for 2 portions there. Is this your general portion that you serve per person?
Yeah, for 1 person is that 200 grams of tongue.
200 grams, okay.
Yeah.
But that's not it. Stefan is telling me there's more good stuff coming here. And one of them is a breaded cheese called kačkavalj. So this cheese is traditional to Serbia. And to make it even better, you said it's smoked. So it has a smoky flavor.
Yes,
it's going to be deep fried. It's breaded, deep fried, smoky flavored cheese. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? And here you have more tongue, which has been kind of stripped from all the veins and skins. It's been grinded.
Yeah, fully grinded and fully clean from the
from all the veins and all the skin. Okay.
Znači pure meat in croquette.
Yes, with a little bit of egg and breadcrumbs, kind of like a meatball texture.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, while we're waiting for this, I want to know what is some of your favorite foods? Okay, when you leave the kitchen, what is it that you want to eat? Like, what is your, first of all, do you want to eat at all? Because they're all skinny. I don't know what's going on here. Look at them, they're all thin. So while we're waiting for this to be done, I was asking chefs what kind of foods do they like to eat when they are not in a kitchen. And of course, you know, chefs, professionals, they turn away from the amazing to the simple and sometimes even junk food.
Yeah, junk food.
I can't believe that. Junk food. So we're done with this and we're going to go and assemble our plate. I like this little dish. I like the, the rice will take a nice form. It's going to look clean and elegant. And a friend of mine is telling me that this is a side dish that she had last night. And she said she really enjoyed it with pork. It's also really good with pork, right?
Yeah, of course, with all kinds of meat.
Okay. Broth sauce. Oh my goodness. Okay. And now the green will look really good with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at you. I mean, all locally grown, good food. Okay, can I have the leftovers here? Can I try this?
Of course. But maybe it's not salt enough. But
oh, it's delicious. Never mind salty.
And that's it. That's it. Yeah.
22 years old, and he rocks. So I have a lot of young people in America who love the idea of cooking, yet they don't know where to start. What would you recommend to them?
Well, they can start with some pasta. Add some vegetables, pasta, olive oil, salt and pepper.
Garlic maybe?
Yeah. And that's it. The simple dish, and everybody likes it.
You hear that? Start simple. The important thing is start, right?
Yeah.
Start.
First of all, start.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Gorane, Liliana, and Damian, thank you very much for putting up with us today. Again, my hats to all of you. You're an amazing team, and the food that you put out there, it's top notch. Thank you. All right, let's try this, baby.
I'm taking my lunch to the restaurant's beautiful terrace overlooking Danube to share it and enjoy it with my best friend. Okay kids, so you are thinking, why would Vlada name this show Cooking and Kids and then travel abroad to show us how to cook and eat tongue? Who in the world eats stuff like this? Right? Well, you're wrong. This episode is very much about you guys because I wanted to present you with the food that you normally would not eat. Ooh, I can imagine how many of you are so disgusted right now. But what if I tell you that this is the kind of food that you often find in a hot dog or sausages? So what I'm trying to do here is help you keep your mind open, not just towards food, but also towards other countries, other cultures, and other customs. So as soon as I came from Serbia, I wanted to prepare this dish in my own kitchen. I followed the chef's instructions, cooked it until it was nice and soft, and then I let it cool. This is what cow's tongue looks like once it's chilled. I have never cooked a cow's tongue before in my life, so I was learning together with you. Bottom line is, we got a good piece of meat in our hands, so we got to figure out what to do with that next. It's pretty clear and evident that I need to clean the outer layer. Trim out the extra fat without sacrificing the flavor. And then just cut it into smaller pieces. Here comes the tip of the tongue, and this was actually pretty easy to do because all you need to do is peel off the extra skin or the outer layer. Okay, we got our meat, and now let's get busy and let's go make something amazingly delicious with this. I can hear some of you saying, no way in a world would I ever eat that. Okay, I get it, but let me show you what we did with this tongue. So we have a little bit of frying onions and a little bit of taco seasoning, and I'm gonna let this cook for a little bit while I prepare fresh salsa. This fresh salsa will burst with flavor from onions, peppers, creamy avocado, fresh cilantro, and the lime juice from our lime tree. This is definitely a perfect pairing for our cow's tongues tacos. I understand how some of you might look at this dish, but please take my word for it. These were some of the best tacos I ever had. Okay, kids? After watching this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. So please reach out to me through our Facebook under Vladic/Cooking and Kids. And let me know how many of you would actually eat foods like this. I hope you had fun with Chef Sretan and me today in the kitchen. This young crew definitely left me speechless. There is so much more to come because in one of the future episodes, I'm taking you to streets of Serbia where we will learn one amazing way to make cinnamon rolls. I certainly have never seen anything like this before, and I trust you will love this new way of making cinnamon pastry. I'm thinking about going to farmers markets to find out what are some of the favorite vegetables and fruits in Serbia. And I might visit a few local bakeries because everybody around here just loves eating bread. And then we'll do an episode on fish soup alone. But I want to go beyond food in my explorations. There are so many unique things and places in this world. And despite apparent differences, everything is very much the same. It appears to me that no matter where we go, young people carry the same note in their hearts. They're curious and optimistic about the future. And each town in the world today is full of possibilities thanks to its youth. Instruments might be a bit different, but the notes are the same. And the best part is, everybody loves to have fun. No matter how we do it, my message is that the world is small and we should take care of each other. And let's not forget to eat well and make lots of friends. After all, world is yours. So go ahead. Experience it, learn it, and make it even better. If you just give it a chance, you might run into some of the most amazing people, places, foods, and cultures you never knew anything about.